Hey, Ashley, I heard from Mom that you're going on your honeymoon soon. When are you leaving? Where are you going? Tell me the details.
Huh? What's going on all of a sudden, sis? We're going to LA for our honeymoon next week.
Next week? When? Where in LA?
LA's a big place, so we'll be going all over. I mean, why do you want to know so many details?
Because I'm coming over, of course.
What?
I don't get it. Why didn't you tell me your schedule earlier? I have to take a paid holiday and there are so many things to prepare. It's your fault that I'm in a rush.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me you're following me on my honeymoon.
What? Is it bad if I come with you?
Of course it is. Are you out of your mind?
Don't be rude. I'm not crazy. We sisters have been together since we were little. You'd feel uncomfortable without me on your trip, wouldn't you? I'll be your guardian.
I'm an adult. I don't need a guardian. Besides, a honeymoon is for the newlyweds. That's enough of your selfishness.
It's not fair, Ashley.
What?
I want to go to LA too.
If you want to go on your own. You don't have to come along with me on my honeymoon.
There's no point in going alone.
Why don't you go with your friends then?
That's meaningless too. I want to go with you on your honeymoon.
What? What's with that?
I'm your big sister and you got married before me. And the guy you married to is a very handsome guy who works for a prestigious company. We're sisters, and it's not fair that you get the juicy part.
I don't mean to be not fair. Why don't you find someone nice and get married too?
Don't make it sound so easy. You should try to understand how I feel that I'm not lucky enough to meet anyone. Most of the people at my workplace are women. Even if I go to a party, I can't find a decent guy.
Maybe you're aiming too high. You've been with a few guys before, right?
Relationships and marriage are two different things. Marriage is for life, right? You never want to compromise.
I don't think there are many people who fit your ideal. My husband is a typical office worker, even though he works for a prestigious company. And he's not even extremely good looking.
Ah, that pisses me off. Your attitude of being so easygoing. That's how you make fun of me for not being able to get married.
No, I'm not making fun of you. I've been through a lot myself. I still haven't made friends with my husband's parents. That's why we couldn't even have a wedding. And so we just got registered. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with my in-laws. I have concerns too, you know.
But it's still not fair.
What?
You don't have to deal with your husband's family. If you don't like them, you don't have to go out with them. Just having a high-spec husband is enough.
Anyway, I'm not taking you on our honeymoon.
Hey, why not?
I told you that a honeymoon is for just the newlyweds. Don't make me keep explaining it to you. I'll see you later.
Wait a minute. Ashley, give me the detailed itinerary of the trip. You're ignoring me. You'll see. I'm definitely coming on your honeymoon.
Ashley, I'm coming home soon. I'm on the train now.
Hey, Ethan. You left work earlier than usual today.
Because we're going on our honeymoon tomorrow. My boss was very considerate and said I must have things to prepare. So he let me go home on time.
I see, that's great.
Ashley, you've been busy with work recently. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's take it easy in LA.
Yeah, it's just...
Huh? What's wrong? Something on your mind?
Last week, I got a text from my sister. She said something outrageous. She insisted on following us on our honeymoon.
What?
I haven't heard from her since. I'm sure she's not coming, but she's my sister, and I don't know what she'll do.
It's true that your sister is a bit of a strange person, but why is she following us on our honeymoon?
My sister has always been a selfish person who always had to be better than me. She doesn't like the fact that I got married first, so she has been picking at me. She says it's not fair that you get the juicy part.
I remember when I went to your parents' house to say hello. She was smiling and nice to me, but she was staring at you with a terrible look on her face.
She said she couldn't forgive me for marrying a high-spec husband.
What's so high-spec about me? I'm just an ordinary office worker.
She doesn't believe me even if I say so.
I guess she's prone to assumptions.
I'm worried we'll bump into each other on our honeymoon.
But you haven't told her any details, did you? Like the exact place in LA? Or what time our flight is leaving, right?
No, I only told her we're going to LA next week.
Then we should be fine. Even if your sister comes after you, the chance of bumping into her in LA is very small.
That's true.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about your sister. Let's enjoy our honeymoon.
Ashley, I'm sorry.
Huh?
You're in LA, right?
Yes, but...
Where do you think I am now?
I don't know.
Actually, I'm in LA right now.
What? You're really here?
Ashley, you must have been caught off guard. I haven't contacted you since the other day. So, did you think I gave up?
Well, it's not like giving up anything. I thought there was no way you'd come along on your sister's honeymoon.
Well, too bad. I found out from Mom the dates of your trip. I made all the arrangements and came on the same day.
Wow, you're very proactive. But I guess we won't be seeing each other here. Have fun on your trip.
You know, you're playing it easy like that, but now you're getting frustrated and stomping your feet in frustration, aren't you?
Why?
Because it was supposed to be your honeymoon, but it turned out to be a solo trip. And your husband left you before you left for your trip. Poor you. It's so funny that your honeymoon turned into a heartbreak trip.
A solo trip? What are you talking about?
There's no point in being stubborn. I'm sorry I stole your husband.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, it's fine that you're in LA. Why am I supposed to be alone?
Ashley, do you know why I wanted to come with you on your honeymoon?
No, not at all.
It was to get your husband.
What?
But I didn't think it would be so easy to get your husband. You guys were newlyweds, but I guess he couldn't resist my charms. We made love at the hotel right away. Your husband is crazy about me.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what's with the attitude? That cold reaction? Aren't you frustrated that your husband was taken away from you?
I'm sorry, but I can't get along with your farce any longer. I'm going to have lunch with my husband now. See you later.
Oh no, Ashley. You're going to have lunch alone, aren't you?
No, I'm going with my husband.
Well, since you came all the way to LA, I hope you'll enjoy your trip alone. I'm sure your husband will contact you and ask you to leave him officially. You'll just have to accept it, won't you?
Well, we're not communicating well with each other at all.
That's because you keep lying. Why don't you just admit defeat?
I'm not trying to compete with you. I haven't lied at all. It's too much trouble, so I'll let it go. Anyway, I'm busy now. Bye.
Oh my God, what a miserable little sister you are. It's like you're so shocked that I took your husband away from you that you can't accept the reality. I'm going to marry him as soon as I get back from my trip. Ashley, you lied about getting married. You didn't register the marriage yet. Well, thanks to that, he didn't have to file for divorce. I'm glad he could smoothly marry me. I'll invite you to the wedding, so look forward to it. You couldn't have the wedding because you didn't get along with his parents. I'll make use of my excellent communication skills to get along with his parents and make the wedding happen. I'll make a gorgeous wedding happen. Ashley, are you still in LA? I just came back to my hometown and submitted the marriage certificate right away. I'm so happy. Now we are officially married. Don't be so stubborn and travel alone. Why don't you just come home and find someone else? Though I don't really care about you. I'm going to his parents' house now to say hello. The order is reversed because of the sudden marriage, but I still have to greet his parents properly. Hey, Ashley, are you listening to me? Hey, you're not reading my texts at all. I see, you're ignoring me again. Well, it can't be helped. I know you're mad at me for taking your husband away from you. It's too painful to look at my texts, isn't it? I'm sorry I got carried away, but I'll be happy on behalf of you, so Please forgive me. Bye.
Oh, you've been texting me, sis? I'm sorry, I was out sightseeing all day and didn't notice. I mean, did you and my husband get married? Your intense delusion is scaring me. I've already registered my marriage. I'm in LA with my husband. Maybe you want to harass me, but there's no way you're marrying my husband. Honestly, it's depressing, so please don't talk about it anymore. Bye.
Ashley, answer the phone.
So annoying. What do you want?
Why don't you answer the phone when I've called you so many times? I have something important to tell you.
Because you're so persistent, Carol. What's so important? I'm tired of hearing that you stole my husband.
No, it's the opposite.
Huh?
I'll give him back to you after all.
What? What do you mean, give him back?
I'm divorcing him. I'm sorry I took him from you. I don't care if I pay alimony, just help me get a divorce.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. What now? Divorce who?
Your ex-husband. I'm sure he was very handsome, but looks can be deceiving. He's not a high-spec man, but he's a terrible, terrible man.
A terrible man?
How could you marry such a man? He doesn't work for a prestigious company. He's a part-time worker. He's still living off his parents' money. That's not a high-spec man at all.
What are you saying? Well, high-spec or not, my husband has a full-time job. He's already independent from his parents.
Huh? Where's the independence? He says he won't get a job because there's something he wants to do, but he's just wandering around. Of course he doesn't have money to rent an apartment, so he says he's going to live with his parents after getting married. I don't want to live with my in-laws as soon as we're newlyweds.
Oh, did you go say hi to his parents?
That's the worst part. His father and mother agreed on the marriage, which was nice, but they said, now that you're marrying our son, you should do this and do that, blah blah blah. We can't wait to see our grandchildren, blah blah blah. They both had very old-fashioned values. I can already see them snubbing me. I don't want to be a part of a family with people like that.
Hey, Carol, are you saying that... Is it Terry who you got married to?
That's right, it's Terry. But why are you asking me that? He's your ex-husband. Do you know his name at least?
I see. So that's how it is.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
I finally figured it out. I knew we weren't on the same page. Carol, you think you stole my husband, but the man is not my husband.
What do you mean? Terry is your ex-husband, right?
No, he's my husband's little brother. My husband's name is Ethan.
Huh?
That means Terry is my brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law? What are you talking about? I know exactly what your ex-husband looks like.
But you've only met my husband once, right?
When he came to our parents' house to say hello, right? I remember him. He's so handsome. Don't fool me by telling me crazy story.
Well, my husband and Terry are brothers with the same faces. They're about the same height and have similar hairstyle. People often mistake them as twins.
Wait a minute. Now, why was the brother at the airport? Maybe Terry was also planning to come with you guys on your honeymoon?
No, only my sister would think such an insane thing.
Then why? Terry was sitting alone at the airport lobby. I thought he was meeting up with you.
The day we were leaving for our honeymoon, Terry drove us to the airport.
What? That means the man I called out to at the airport was...
It seems it was Terry, after he saw us off.
No way!
Come to think of it, my husband told me earlier, Terry had a strong desire to get married for a long time. When he heard that my husband, his brother, was getting married, he seemed very jealous.
What?
Unlike you, he didn't have the idea of stealing his brother's marriage partner. That's such a horrible idea. But while he had a strong desire to get married soon, you approached him. He must got all excited to get married.
How is that possible? Just because he was approached by a woman, he suddenly went to LA with a woman he didn't know. Isn't that a little too casual?
Well, you're the one who asked him out. Besides, I heard Terry doesn't have a regular job and has plenty of time. Thanks to him, we were able to get a ride to the airport.
So that's what happened. At least now I know I married the wrong guy.
So, what are you going to do now? Are you divorcing Terry?
Neither Terry nor his parents would allow me to divorce him. When I told them I wanted to break up with him, Terry got angry and said, "You're the one who asked me out." And Terry's parents said that since I married him, I should fulfill my duties as a wife.
Oh, well, that's tough. But I guess it can't be helped that Terry is angry with you.
Don't say that like it's someone else's problem. It's your fault in the first place.
Why me?
Because you didn't tell me that your husband has a brother who looks exactly like him. You didn't tell me.
I didn't even know he had a brother until recently. My husband didn't get along with his parents or his brother for a long time. He didn't talk much about his family to me, so I have not had much contact with his family yet. I've told you about them before, haven't I?
That's not fair.
Huh?
It's just not fair. You got a high-spec husband, and I'm forced to marry a part-time worker. It's so unfair, even though we're sisters.
You deserve it. You're the one who got it all wrong and married Terry. Besides, Terry is handsome. He's your type, right? Terry seems to have a gentle personality. If he finds a job, you guys will be able to live on your own.
I don't even know when he'll get a job. I can't stand the thought of living with his parents. Oh, I've got an idea. Ashley, let's trade husbands.
What?
Why not? They're both good looking. You should give Ethan to me and marry Terry.
Unbelievable. How did you come up with that idea?
Because you work for a better company and get paid more than me. You can support Terry, and you're not as pretty as me, but you're pretty enough. I'm sure Terry will like you too.
No way. Why should I marry someone I don't like?
Ashley, please, give me Ethan. I'll make him happy for sure.
I don't want to. You should be happy with the husband you chose.
I can't. I can't be happy with Terry.
I don't care what you say. Well, if you really don't get along with him, then I guess you'll have to divorce him. I don't want anything to do with you anymore, so I'm going to block you.
What? Why are you blocking me? We're sisters, right?
A woman who goes after someone's husband is not my sister. Goodbye.
Ashley, wait. What am I supposed to do? Ashley, I have a favor to ask you. Can you lend me some money, just a little? I wanted to break up with Terry somehow. So, I approached many men as I could. I ended up going out with one of them, but then Terry and his parents were furious. They asked me for compensation, and it's an amount I can't afford to pay alone. Your husband has a high income, so you must have plenty of money, right? I apologize for trying to steal your husband. I need your help. Hey, Ashley, are you still blocking me? Please, answer me.
After that, Carol managed to divorce Terry. But since the cause of divorce was her unfaithfulness, she was charged a large amount of compensation and had to take on a debt. In order to pay off the debt, Carol is now working part-time in addition to her day job. She is working hard every day to pay off her debts, but no matter how much money she earns, it all goes to pay off her debts. So she is living in extreme poverty. She regrets so much that she shouldn't have targeted my husband. She regrets it very much.